What's up guys, it's Mr. Azai here. So today I'm going to be doing some gameplay of the new Titan Nodens, just as I had said on the video where I talked about the new Titan. And before I get into this, I would like to note that this will be Titan only gameplay, so I'll have the video paused while I'm playing with the normal robots and only be showing you clips of the Titan. One other thing to note is that actually I was able to successfully guess right on one of the abilities. If you guys looked at my video, I did actually make some predictions to what the abilities may be, and one of the abilities is suppression, which I didn't predict because this is part of the whole Mender Wayland group and they don't use any suppression. But one of the abilities where I said that it should be able to make a link with some teammates and heal them up. That is actually something that has been added to this Titan. I'm not going to say it was because of me, it was probably planned before, but it's pretty cool that I was able to get that one. Yeah, I'll be doing some gameplay with different weapons. I'll start with the Retaliator, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. Alright, so here we were able to charge up the Titan really early, and in the game it was only a couple minutes, and I'm just going to see how I can do with this. So it seems we actually have this teammate, and as I had said, you can just link onto them and heal them. And you can also link onto multiple teammates to heal them like that. Another cool thing about its like little flying ability is that whenever it is hovering over this stuff, can I like link again to get more healing or something? Like this? Oh, cool. Okay, so I'll link onto this guy. But if you start on a high surface and then you go down to a low surface, you'll actually still hover for a few seconds, and it will allow you to, you know, like fly from one surface to another. For example, you could fly across those things on the moon. Can I heal this guy a little bit? Nice. So getting used to this whole linking system is a bit weird and wonky, since it's not the closest thing that there is to this really is I suppose the leeches system, but you're linking on the enemies with that. So it is a bit weird because you can like target multiple players. You can target your ally and your enemies. From what I can see, this actual healing ability here does pretty well. The suppression ability, though, I think is extremely powerful. It suppresses like everybody instantly through walls. You can suppress a whole team if you wanted. It's really strong. I mean, I think it's okay, but it probably should not exactly be as strong as it is. They should probably maybe nerf it to have a certain maximum amount of people that can be suppressed by it at a time. The fact that it only does 50% suppression instead of like 75 though is something that's okay, I guess, but it's also very long suppression, and I don't think it should go through walls. Like the healing can go through walls, but the suppression should not. I'm gonna heal my friendly Titan over there. One other thing I want to say about this test server is I absolutely hate these new Scourge weapons that they have on the Titans. They are blatant power creep. They're way too overpowered. Especially the what's it called, beta version of this weapon. It is ridiculously overpowered. Oh god, suppress! Oh no, I couldn't suppress the wrong people, but my teammate's okay, I guess. But I do like the idea of these 4 light weapons, because I do particularly hate the machine gun alpha weapon. Like, all the machine gun weapons, I think, until they decide that they want to add more, until they decide they're going to add these Scourges or whatever, I think the machine guns are the best of the current 3. But the Vengeance one is just really bad when it comes to aiming, and if you've, used it extensively, you probably know what I'm talking about when I say that its aiming is really bad. It's like whenever you get too close to a person, it just starts shooting right over their head. It makes no sense. Let's get some suppressing here. You can suppress a lot of people, and if you really want to, you can use your healing ability. Like, it's kind of hard to target a player, but you could use your healing ability to just heal yourself. But yeah, I guess we'll get on to the next clip. Alright, so here we got another game where you're able to get it really quickly, and this time I'm using these weapons here just so I could show you how ridiculously overpowered this stuff is. Yeah, the machine guns absolutely pale in comparison to these things. They just delete enemies so fast. It's not even funny. These need some serious work. I don't want to believe that this is how they were intended to be. So the robot itself is fine, but my critique is going directly to these ridiculous machine guns, and also maybe this suppression ability being able to go through walls. It's a bit weird, but these Scourges or whatever the heck, they can't stay like this. This is ridiculous. To everybody who bought the what's it called weapons, the Dragoon weapons, so told you so. But yeah, it looks like the Dragoon weapons are kind of getting power creep with these if they don't decide to actually just change them entirely. And yeah, so the ability here also does damage, so you can just like pop a quick 5,000 damage through walls, which is again really powerful. And since a lot of these guys, one of the bots in the hangar is a Fenrir, you can really just destroy Fenrirs, because tanks in general do really badly against Titans. I want to hit this guy with that suppression. I like to remove all this ammo, help heal my friend there. I want to see, does this factory map damage the Titan? I can't really tell because I'm taking damage from other people. No, I'm trying to get some links between all my teammates. Let's take out this guy so he stops shooting us. We can see if we're taking damage. Yes, we will take damage from this, so we can't just float over it. If we do fall into it, as I had said before, when you're falling into something, you do continue floating for a little. So while you are in this floating phase, you won't actually take any damage. But once you like actually go to normal ground height, you will start taking damage. So yeah, this I don't know what to say. I just think that this weapon is ridiculous. The Titan itself is really fun. It has a really cool ability, something inventive that we've never seen before. The second ability to suppress is a bit powerful, but this weapon needs work, and a lot of it. Because if this goes on the live server, I mean, the game is going to just break. I mean, we really can't have people running around making like that happen. It's kind of absurd. But yeah, on to the next clip. Alright, so now I've got it with these Dragoon weapons, and I'm just going to try them so I could actually play this as a bit of a support. It looks like I was able to finish off some really low HP guys pretty quickly there. This ability here actually has some pretty... It's a bit hard to like get the enemy that you want to heal. You see that enemy, or the teammate I mean. Teammate, he's got a bit low health. Also, here's just the thing what I was talking about, where when you go from a high place to a low place, you can actually like kind of glide down. But anyway, so I was able to take that Spectre, get him some lower health. Just keep linking on to all the teammates I find that need some healing. This is, even like this, it's really powerful. You know, these Dragoon weapons in general are really strong. It's a good support. I'm pretty excited to try out the other weapons. Maybe I could play it something like an Orc Inspector, but without the jump and just like constantly being flying instead. Okay, suppress those guys, put some damage into them. I'm gonna link with my Aljun and some of the players over there. That Bulwark could use some help. I'm gonna suppress this invader. Uh-oh. Let's suppress this guy. Take him out. Link up with my Aljun here, get him healed. Suppress this guy real quick. Dragoon weapons are a massive pain sometimes. They're good, but they're pretty bad for in close range because I had to check my sensitivity. Oh, it's just fine like that. Oh, whatever. I think that you can't really, you can't heal people if they're in stealth. So that's unfortunate. Put a little bit of damage in him and suppress him. And link up with the Algin again. See if I can do this leech here. Take him out and heal myself a little. When I get that guy, yeah. There does need to be some sort of system in place. Maybe a little button under this healing button that will allow you to do like with the select button with the enemies. You know, that it's like this one. Because it's kind of hard to choose a teammate to heal. Or maybe it could just default to trying to heal the weakest teammate. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get away from this guy. Yeah, I pushed a little bit too far there, but that was overall some pretty good gameplay. Alright, so here we are with, now we finally got this, he just went to, phase shift or whatever, but, so now I'm running it with these, ruptures, I believe they're called, and this is going to be doing a lot of, instant DPS, but a lot of players seem to just phase shift whenever they get hit with these, but, so I don't know exactly how this is going to go with this robot, because so far all of the gameplay I've been just running towards them and trying to keep up a lot of damage, so I really like the, what's it called, the machine guns, and of course I like the Scourges too, even though they're ridiculously overpowered and need to be changed. But these things actually do some good work. Just seems to be a little bit slow once you've run out of ammo, so I'm kind of just 1v1ing this behemoth and we're both P-shooting because we've run out of ammo. Okay, so let's see if I can get some healing over to my teammates. I want to heal that guy back there, he's pretty low, and I'll heal this one too. Suppress this guy, heal this guy. This is like a very active support. It's like you really got to be working on that ability to be making sure that you're getting all the healing that you can to your teammates possible. And I really like that about it. And then, you know, you've also got to be using the other ability button. A lot of the other robots, like the other Titans, don't really have all these cool mechanics where you're running it like this. For the most part, like the Alming, you fly or you go down when you're getting attacked by an Aljun or something like that, and you heal whenever you're low, simple stuff like that. But this guy has got like a lot of these way more, like, how do I say, like intuit abilities. Like you have to actually be actively playing the robot and using the abilities and choosing where you use them very well, and it really makes a difference. So I think that this is just really fun. Let's see what we can do with this guy. Again, this still doesn't like take away from the fact that I think that the Scourges are really powerful. And also that Titan is, the second ability might need some work, because it's kind of hard to aim into. But I think I'll do one more gameplay with the Scourge weapons just to show off their power, and I will be back when I've got that gameplay. Alright, so here we are back again on the new map with the new robot and weapons, of course. So I just really want to show you guys like how crazy this is. These weapons just, I really hope that they don't stay this way. They've got to get their nerf already, but like, here we got a leech that's using its ability, and it's almost to its last stand before it ran away. And here we got a Spectre. He was gonna disappear if we didn't use that. And this is gonna heal this teammate here. This guy's going to phase shift in his last stand. I'm trying to get healing my teammate here. So I've got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So this guy is just gone. This guy suppressed. And down to his last stand. But yeah, that didn't go as far as it goes, you know. I do want to show you guys all the ups and the downs of the gameplay. It's not all going to be amazing. Not everything's sunshine and rainbows, you know. But yeah, I will get right back to you in my closure. So, I guess we're brought right back here with Little Octopus and the Titan. What shall we say? Well, little octopus, big octopus, you know. But anyway, so I have went and played the test server as you guys saw and give you guys some good videos on this Titan, and there's definitely ups and downs with it. If you get really ganged up with the enemy team, and they're really focusing you, there's always this like decision: should I focus on healing my teammates or should I focus on fighting the guys killing me? And usually in a lot of video games you won't have to make that decision, because if you're playing a healer, then your teammates should be focusing on healing you, or on protecting you, and you can only focus on healing them. But here you've got a Titan, you don't really have communication between your squad mates, and you got a lot of firepower, so you kind of do have to get pushed into that situation where you can both do damage and heal, but you sometimes have to make a choice: do I heal the teammate or do I damage the enemies? But overall, I think this Titan is really fun. It is relatively balanced, and I will state my problems with with the abilities it has. First of all, it has a little passive ability. There are not that many robots that have this kind of passive ability, and it's similar to the hover's passive ability, but not exactly. Whenever you go from a ledge and you fall down a little bit, you will actually stay floating as if you were on that ledge for about 3 seconds or so, and then you will just fall back down to the ground. I think that's a really inventive and cool idea, and it definitely should be something like that, although there should be some sort of control over it. Maybe when you're floating you could have some sort of button that makes you automatically go down or something like that. But overall, I think it's a really cool concept that they just put in there. Okay, and now let's go to the primary ability, the healing ability. That healing ability is pretty good, it's pretty powerful, it does heal your teammates for a lot. When I was playing, I actually did get healed by a Nodens when I was in my Phantom, and it was a pretty big amount. It's very nice, and the fact that you could heal multiple people with this, and another thing, that the more people you're healing, the more defense points you have. It makes you really strong to go be healing your teammates. It's really good incentive to go heal your teammates. But the problem with it is, usually you'll have these teammates, like a cluster of teammates, they're staying together, and one of the teammates will be pretty low and you want to heal them, but you can't like target. You don't have that like little bottom button where you're able to target the enemies. If you know what I'm talking about with this, so you target your teammate and you kind of just have to like look at the one that you want to heal, but it's still gonna like be trying to tell you, oh, I want to heal this one. So that is a very odd. I don't like that much, and I think that there should be some sort of button under the ability that lets you target the teammates. One other small feature to go over with this ability is that there's a small cooldown between every time that you connect a teammate to yourself. And it's like a 3-second cooldown or so, and I don't really like that. You should be able to like rapidly connect multiple teammates, because again, this is a healer. It's supposed to be a mega healer, so connecting yourself to teammates should not be as arduous as it is at the moment. And then with the other ability, the suppression ability, it's very, how do I say, it's powerful, but it's balanced. Because it has this, like, you can do 5,000 damage with it to everybody that gets hit, because this suppression ability is instant hit scan. This thing is not like the Raker beams. It's just you look at an enemy and you will suppress them, and it will do a little Arthur smash around them, and anybody there will also be suppressed. It'll take 5,000 damage and they'll be suppressed. The suppression is weaker, which is the trade-off of having this really good suppression. It's only 50% instead of 75%, and that's a pretty good balance to it. But one thing that needs to be removed, in my opinion, is suppressing through walls. Like, it can be really helpful because you can help your teammate if they're fighting somebody and you can't actually have a direct view on them. But suppressing through walls is a really powerful thing. Like, imagine you're on the receiving end of that. You're just like doing whatever, and you just suddenly you're suppressed now, and it's a really long suppression. It's a 7-second suppression. So that probably should be removed. Maybe it's not even a feature. It's probably a bug. But other than that, this Titan is fun. The only problem with the test server is that darn frickin' Cyclone weapon, or whatever it's called. These Scourge weapons are blatantly power creeping these machine gun weapons that we've had. It's like, there's no hiding it. That these weapons are just, they're literally there for the single purpose of making it so that the machine guns are not the primary weapon anymore, because people were using all those Dragoon weapons and they're powerful from a long range, but when they run out of ammo they're weak. And this, it's like, okay, so we took the machine gun weapons and we made them stronger. What'd you think? Oh, also they're blue and shiny. So yeah, those things really need to be nerfed down if they're going to be able to hit every shot, because they're a lock on and they have 100 meters more range. Then they should not be stronger than the machine guns. Other than that, that is about everything I have to say about this test server. There are also some nerfs and buffs to other robots, which you've probably seen in a billion different videos and Reddit posts before, so I won't even bother going over it in this video, and I've mostly gone over just the Titan and the Titan weapons. With that being said, thank you for watching my video. Mr. Azahi, I will catch you on the flip side.